All right, man. Detroit Pistons are reportedly one of a few couple teams, including the Lakers, which they're playing right now. Honestly, I'm shooting this video that is interested in Miles Bridges reportedly in a monitoring situation. And I'll let you know that Miles Bridges is that the Pistons are desperate, and obviously it look like they tanking. They want to use the word developing and all that, man. It don't seem to be a lick of development going on here. It just seemed like you got 12 or 15 players out there playing, and there's no cohesiveness. There's no plan to develop them. There's no nothing. You know, they just winging it. There's no structure. You know, they just out there running, jumping, and shooting. There's no leadership. Um, you can go on and on and on with it, and it's sad and truly sad. But shout out Detroit Pistons to our playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live, drop video. Says Laker Pistons amongst team monitor Miles Bridges situation following no contest plea per report. Bridges pled no contest for felony domestic assault, violence. It says Miles Bridges is headed for a possible max contract of restricted free agent over the summer, coming off a season in which he topped 20 points per game at the critical small forward position. Bridges was a candidate for NBA's most valuable, most improved player, and considered one of the league's better young players. However, just before the beginning of free agency, Bridges' wife, Michelle Johnson, posted pictures on Instagram showing her with severe bruises across her face and body. No NBA team signed him this offseason. Bridges wound up pleading no contest to the charges. He was served 3 years probation but not face any jail time. This has caught the attention of most NBA teams interested in bringing Bridges back to the league. According to Athletic Shams, the Los Angeles Lakers and Detroit Pistons are amongst teams monitoring situations. There are still a number of obstacles facing Bridges before he can return to the court, though. First of all, the NBA is conducting its own investigation into the situation, could levy its own punishment. There's also Bridges' contractual status with the Hornets to consider while Bridges is a free agent. The Hornets tendered him a qualifying offer earlier in the offseason, allowing them to maintain the rights to match any offer as a restricted free agent. The qualifying offer expires October. That's an offer expired in October, but the fact the Hornets never rescinded it means that he's still a restricted free agent. In other words, no matter what the Lakers and Pistons or any other team offer, the Hornets can match it and keep Bridges. The Pistons only have 5.4 million in cap room, mid-level exceptional offer. The Lakers can't even go above the minimum. In pure basketball terms, the Lakers and Pistons make sense for Bridges. Detroit was considered a possible fit for him, looking to sign a max deal. His athleticism would fit well with the young Pistons. The Lakers completely lack depth on the wing, so adding a young top player at the position for pennies on the dollar would surely help them on the court. But considering what Bridges has been accused of, any team that signs him will surely protest the move. For now, nothing appears imminent on the Bridges front, but when a player as talented as him becomes available, teams tend to overlook off the court issues. So, gotta understand that issue happened in California, by the way. So he from Flint, so that's kind of close to home. So how much trouble can you get close to home? Remember, Charles Rogers was close to home, and they knew of Charles Rogers' issues, and Matt Millen still drafted him instead of taking DeMarcus Ware. I remember it, and Charles Rogers had one great game, and Anquan Bolden had a great game that year. Anquan Bolden went on to have a great career, then play for the Lions and implode in that Seattle game. But nonetheless, and Charles Rogers didn't. Rest in power, Charles Rogers. Now, like I said, man, you got to answer to the community about this one. Now, she helping this case. I don't know if she playing the role or whatever, but she helping this case because because she went to the house acting crazy, doing stuff, and usually that is the situation. It's usually two people are violent. But as a male, society shames you for doing stuff like that. Now, Blueface got a pass. He faced attempted murder for some other stuff because the old girl was physically abusing him first, and people turn the cheek. But that's hip hop. I mean, that's rap, the rap game. I mean, we've seen a lot of stuff happen. We hear what happened with Chris Brown. Now, then again, had they caught that on video, probably would have been a lot different. So that's just something that you kind of got to think about too. So you got to answer to the women in the community, and you can't have nothing remotely close to this happening again. Now, it's always questions about him doing lean, and he said it was like cranberry juice or whatever. It was already questions. And to make that mistake that close to free agency, and she was saying in the letter that or in the post that she was tired of covering it up and his friends covering it up and all this, that, and third. Now we turn around and she at his house and she provoked him at the house and she not happy with something, you know. And them type of relationships, you married her. Really did. You married her, but at the end of the day, um, it's gonna be hard to work that out. As they get older, it will heal. And a lot of people don't believe what I'm saying. It will heal. And at some point for that child, they're gonna have to come together and make decisions. That's what you gotta think about. A lot of people have babies or whatever. A lot of you dudes is, having babies with kids or sleeping with women unprotected. Everything is protection. Nothing is 100%. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about this. How can you have a baby with somebody and you ain't never lived with them? Your whole perspective will change on somebody once you live with them. That's why they kind of tell you not to be roommates with your homeboy. I've seen homeboys split the rent, be roommates, and be closest ever. And then after they share a house with each other or homegirls, um, after home, even with homegirls, um, they ain't friends no more. They're mortal enemies. I've seen it. I've seen it happen in my own like two eyes with people. Multiple times. If you ain't never lived with somebody, and especially as a woman, you ain't never lived with him, and he can't provide, and you can't, provide for yourself. Y'all can't provide as a team. Y'all can't live with each other. Even you could provide, living with somebody is different. It's during the pandemic. People was, actually at home stuck at home with each other for a long period of time, and divorces spiked, breakups spiked. Because after booty and what I'm saying, and sex, what else do people got to offer? Where's the cohesiveness at? Y'all don't share no taste in shows. Y'all don't share no taste in intellect, books, video games. That's why sex can only take you so far. Literally, literally. Now somebody literally can like sex and hate a person. And that's why they kick it when they kick it, and they cheat on homeboy and they cheat on you. I can love you, but love the sex. So a lot of stuff, man, with priorities, man. A lot of flags there, and you don't really pay attention to the flags until you gone, until it's over with. And that's what relationships is about. It's about experiences. You one thing when you got a relationship, even if it went good, it went bad. You know what I'm saying? One thing is what is what to look for, and what you will and won't tolerate. And everybody threshold is different. Everybody threshold is different. So, honestly, you know, honestly, bro, when you see that kind of like y'all got to get physical with each other, man. Y'all got to get help if y'all gonna continue to be together. Y'all got kids before y'all married. If y'all ain't that far, then y'all ain't no good for each other. Mature a little bit and double back. That's what I would say. Mature a little bit. But you out here, having babies with women, and because it's good, and you just get comfortable and it's convenient. Um, y'all, y'all just stay with each other. If it ain't good, it ain't good. It's good for you, it ain't good. As you get older, sex fall down that priority list. Trust me, it falls down the priority list. Somebody make a good egg bacon sandwich. Somebody fold your clothes. Somebody that you can lay next to. You can empathize with you. You can tell your issues going on. You can trust her. If something happened, you can trust him if something happened. You know what I'm saying? So, those type of situations, dude, should nobody have to go through that. Nobody. Leave that to WWE and boxer, but you have him in the same city in which he got in trouble in the Lakers, that's trouble, and then you put a kid like that had multiple trouble. Now we don't know how valid the lean and stuff was or invalid it was, but you know what? It's a lot of stuff that go around the league about the kid, about kids. So if you cool, with what you've been hearing about him as a person prior to that happening, then hey, take a flyer on him. But putting the kid close to home at his age and with the trouble that he been through is usually never a great idea. So this is my opinion on it, man. But I mean, they need help, but at what point do you draw the line? Even if she's showing she crazy and she provoking them, but at one point, is that ever gonna end? They have a child together, so they still gonna have to move with each other. So they still have to deal with each other. So we gonna help them out and get him help and show him, what he need to do to what he need to do, uh, in those situations. Then you're gonna have to help him out before you even get on the court. And when you get on the court, you're gonna have to continue to help him out. That's simple as that. But it's a decision to make. But I mean, you already in tank mode. Um, So, I mean, it's going to take a strong locker room, and the Pistons are young. The one thing about the Lakers, it's a strong veteran locker room that's going to hold them accountable. So, Pistons young, bro. Um, but hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance of notifications. We go live, word drop video. And actually want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Music, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Let me know in the comment section. Peace.